Welcome to this tutorial on Helm Hooks and Lifecycle Management. In this video, you'll learn how to use pre-install and post-install hooks to manage complex Kubernetes deployments. Helm hooks are powerful tools that give you fine-grained control over when and how resources are deployed in your cluster. Helm hooks are special Kubernetes resources that execute at specific points during a release lifecycle. Think of them as actions that trigger automatically at key moments when you're installing, upgrading, or deleting a Helm release. You define hooks using annotations in your Kubernetes manifests, and they execute either before or after important lifecycle events. This gives you the ability to run setup tasks, perform validations, or execute cleanup operations at exactly the right time. There are several types of hooks available in Helm. The pre-install hook executes before any resources are installed in your cluster. The post-install hook runs after all resources have been successfully installed. Similarly, the pre-upgrade hook executes before resources are upgraded, and the post-upgrade hook runs after the upgrade completes. These four hook types cover the most common deployment scenarios and give you flexibility to manage complex installation workflows. To create a hook, you add special annotations to your Kubernetes manifest. Here's an example showing a job resource configured as a hook. You specify the hook type using the helm.sh/hook annotation, setting its value to pre-install. The hook wait annotation controls execution order, which we'll discuss next. Notice that hooks are typically implemented as Kubernetes jobs, though you can use other resource types as well. The syntax is straightforward, making it easy to convert any regular Kubernetes resource into a hook. When you have multiple hooks of the same type, you need a way to control their execution order. That's where hook wait comes in. Hook wait is specified as a number in the hook wait annotation. Helm sorts hooks in ascending order, meaning lower values execute first. A hook with weight -5 runs before a hook with weight 0, which is the default value. A hook with weight 10 runs last. This gives you precise control over the sequence of operations during your deployment. Unlike regular Helm resources, hooks are not automatically cleaned up when you uninstall a chart. That's where deletion policies come in. The before hook creation policy deletes any previous hook resources before creating new ones. The hook succeeded policy automatically deletes the hook after it completes successfully. The hook failed policy deletes the hook only if it fails. You can combine multiple deletion policies to control exactly when hook resources are removed from your cluster. Let's look at a practical example of a pre-install hook for database migration. This job runs before your application is installed. The hook annotation is set to pre-install. The hook wait is -5 to ensure it runs early, and the deletion policy is hook succeeded, so it cleans up after successful execution. This pattern is commonly used for tasks like database schema migrations, creating necessary secrets, or validating prerequisites before your main application deploys. Here's an example of a post-install hook for sending deployment notifications. This job runs after all your application resources are successfully installed. The hook annotation is set to post-install, and the hook wait is 10, making it run later in the sequence. The deletion policy ensures cleanup after success. Post-install hooks are perfect for tasks like running smoke tests, sending notifications to monitoring systems, or performing initial configuration that depends on your application being fully deployed.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.